Hello farmers and welcome back to Chambergo, and today is the day that we get to plant in our new field, lot number 25. We'll be planting some sorghum. Previously we have planted wheat, barley, and oats like we always have in those three fields. But this field's going to be getting some sorghum. That way our grain mill, I don't know if it's going to matter or not, but we'll have four different productions making some flour. Now, as I mentioned before, we get plenty of flour for the bakery. So I may store some flour and sell the flour in the winter. I'm not sure how I want to approach that yet. Obviously, we can get more money by selling the bread, but the bakery already has enough flour that it knows what to do with. So we may just store some flour and then sell that in December. That way we get a good amount of money coming in. Feeling really good about this year on the farm. I mean, I felt okay the past, what year are we in? 6? I felt okay the past 5 years, but this year I feel like by getting this field right here, which is now our biggest field, I feel like the money's going to be pretty good this year. Not only that, our loan that I took out, Uncle Walter wasn't too happy about that loan, but that loan will be paid off here in just a few months' time, so that'll be an extra $10,000 per month I don't have to dish out on loan fees, which would be good. But without that loan fee, I wouldn't have like the Voltra. And I think I even bought some land with it, and we upgraded some equipment. So yeah, we are down to about $11,000 in the bank account, which is, it's okay. So I think we can get me through the month. We did cut some grass last time, and we got some grass fermenting into silage. That will be sold next month. We should get about $50,000, just a little over $50,000 on that. I did not do a good job of taking care of the grass fields this past winter. So the yield was down a little bit, so I think I got one less bale than I usually do. So about $50,000 we should get from that silage bales next month. And I'll get our money back up there, which will be rather nice. So now that we got our butterfly mowers, we're kind of looking at a couple things on the farm. Yeah, I would like definitely another tractor on the farm with like 300 horsepower. Just that the other two tractors I got, for what I use them for, they are good. I don't really have another field tractor. The Voltra is all I have. So, like right now, I would like to be putting some line down in our grass field, which I'll be doing later with the Voltra after we get done with this. But yeah, if I had another tractor with like about 300 horsepower, I could put the Bredal spreader on that, and we can be taking care of the line while I'm doing this. But we can't. So in the future, yep, another tractor, and of course also upgrading the combine is going to be kind of key. Our combine can do what it does. It gets the job done, but obviously we need one with a little bit more horsepower. And, you know, all I can hope for in the near future is that the sale page is generous to us. Because I don't want to take out another loan. Even after I get the other one paid off, I don't want to take out another one. I would like to just have the farm make enough money to where we can afford maybe a used tractor and a used combine. Whatever comes first, I guess. I mean, obviously, if two of them come up at the same time, it'll all depend on what we're currently doing on the farm, what year it is. If it's just before harvest season, then I'll pick the combine over the tractor, because field work is going to be pretty much done at that point. And just got to remind myself that I can sell the combine. Well, I will sell the combine that I have when we upgrade to another one. I think I looked last time, and I think I can get, currently it's worth about $80,000 before it's repaired and repainted and all that. And also that's before I bring it down to the store where I get an additional 5 or 10% on the sale. See, I could possibly get like $95,000 for that combine, but of course if I use it this year, that's gonna that's gonna bring down the value just a little bit. But that's part of life, isn't it? The more you use it, the more it depreciates. So yeah, so for today, of course, we're going to get the sorghum field planted. I don't think we'll get weeds in here because weeds should have been growing to begin with. So it must be the farmer either did a deep cultivation job on it or did some subsoiling or plowing or whatever. But we're not getting no weeds currently, so I don't expect no weeds for May. So we should be all set there. So we just got to plant this field. The other three fields are set and good to go. But yeah, we got to plant this field. We got to spread lime in our first grass field on the steep hill. That needs some lime. And then when May comes around, both grass fields will need to be fertilized. And of course, we'll also sell these silage bales. Also, in the meantime, taking care of the sheep and goats, keeping an eye on them. One thing I don't think I checked in the last episode was, do I have any sheep that are ready to be sold? So when our sheep get up to be $1,000, we sell them. We are making enough wool and making plenty of fabric currently, which is great. And the goats are doing the goat thing by making us some more milk. We don't have actually a lot of goats making milk currently. We got a lot of goats, but they're not mature enough yet to give us all milk. And eventually when that happens, we'll be getting a lot of goat cheese, which would be good. We get a decent amount now, but of course more would be grateful. And yeah, the production buildings are what's going to help us out here in the farm. And again, I don't want to have any more production buildings than what we currently have. I'm happy with what we have. I don't think we want to expand on that. I mean, I'm in no rush just to earn a whole bunch of money on the farm and just buy everything in about 20 episodes. Because then I won't have nowhere to expand to. In other words, because I'll just have everything that we need. Well, this job is going to take me probably like another 10-15 minutes or so. So I'm going to flip on the radio, get this job done, and then we'll move on to putting the lime down in the grass field.
I didn't know something was wrong. Here I was dreaming we got along so perfectly and wordlessly. Had I been there some of the time, I would have seen all of the signs of our fault. I'm sorry, but we had something real. A bit of you, a bit of me. And now I'm swimming through a bitter truth. I don't know how to start over with someone else. Thinking of you still making me breathless. We had it good, baby, we had it bad. I let you go, now you're stuck in my head. Like an all-out, drawn-out goodbye. Like an all-out, drawn-out goodbye.
Really have not used a whole lot of seed planting this field. Not sure if it's the drill or I just don't remember how much seed sorghum is, but yeah, what have I used? Maybe like 130 liters of seed? Might be the drill. I can't remember, but I think sorghum usually takes more seed than that. But anyways, we're almost done planting this field, and yes, we'll return the planter because this is a lease one, and this is not what I plan to have on the farm in the future as a planter. As for the drill, I still want the Avatar horse drill. For a planter, I'm not sure yet what we'll have here. But that's going to be a little ways on down the line. And again, the reason why I've been talking about tractors and harvesters to buy next and not a drill, because mostly I can get everything drilled in 1 month's time. I think next year I might do just wheat, barley, and oats. I know this year I did sorghum just to mix it up a little bit. But I think next year I'll probably lease the horse Avatar and just plant everything in March. And that way I'm not keeping a drill overnight. Because field number 33, which is one we bought two fields ago, it's a decent field, but it's not a large field either. So I can almost, whatever I plant in that one, maybe plant in the large one here as well. So before we return this, let's go back and drop off our seed and fertilizer. And I kind of forgot, last year I emptied out the horse Avatar, and I got a couple of pallets over there. I'm going to have a whole lot of pallets when I empty this sucker out, because it holds quite a bit more. Hopefully it can unload everything here. And it kind of can, but do it again. All right, so we're all good there. All right, into vehicles, leasing, and then return that. I went over the hour by a little bit, so I think it charges an extra $1,500 to go over the hour, but it is what it is. Alright, so yeah, now I got pallets everywhere. Oh, I need to probably fill up my fertilizer spreader for fertilizing the grass fields. I can probably use some of those up then. Bredal spreader for lime in the grass field. Yes, that's what I want to do next. So we'll hitch on up to that. That looks like it needs some lime. Luckily, lime is not that expensive, so I got enough money in the bank account to do this. So let's fill that on up. I think I did check on soil sampling. I don't think anything needed to be soil sampled. Let's see here, out of date, and nothing is out of date currently. This field we just did, that's the new field we bought, did that one like last year. These probably could use an update, and so could this grass field also. But that'll be after the harvest this year. Although the grass field may need it before then, because I'll be harvesting that before we do the harvesting of the cereal crop. And yes, the bales are still in the field, but luckily the lime kind of goes right through it. I'll just have to dodge it with the tractor is all. So let's see, the grass will be ready to be cut again in, let's see, May, June, in July. July, I think it's going to be a busy month with harvesting and grass cutting. But being busy is good. That means we're slowly making money. Should I say it? I am putting lime down, just as it's not really showing up that well, but when you look that way you can see it. I think I left everything parked over there for the other tractor. Yes, I did. I can see the trailer. And I think the front loader is over there as well, but I'll probably just auto-load it onto the trailer. It's going to be what mood I am in to load bales up on the trailer. If I don't have, the amount of silage bales we have is not a whole lot. But it all comes down to my mood. Do I feel like I'm up to loading up bales manually? And today, I don't feel like it, currently. So, it may change in the next 5 minutes. I may decide, let's go ahead and load them up manually. But I think today is going to be an auto load. And but we'll pick them up next month when they are fermented in time to be sold. Yeah, this field definitely did need the lime. You can see in the upper left-hand corner how much we are putting down. Yeah, one day we'll also switch out from a round baler to a square baler. Just make working in this field a little bit easier. Plus, when it comes down to it, we won't get patches like that where the baler overran the grass swath because the baler has to stop to unload. And at the speed our baler goes, yeah, it kind of does not stop fast enough to to unload the bale and stop picking up the grass at the same time. So kind of a double bonus in that. But that's an upgrade that that's so far in the back burner. We got so many other things we need to do here on the farm before that. Mainly, like I said, getting ourselves a 300 horsepower tractor at least, and also upgrading the combine. And again, the only reason why I don't upgrade the combine is for horsepower. I got too big of a header for the combine. I mean, it works, as we all know, just that it does slow us down a little bit on some areas of the fields. I'm pretty sure field number 25, that is a little bit more hillier than I thought it was. And that is going to be a little bit of a problem when it comes time to harvest, but so be it. I'm kind of hoping also when I harvest the sorghum that the yield is so good that we fill up the grain mill with sorghum that I'll have to store some of the sorghum into our silo. I'm hoping for that good of a yield. Well, obviously we're going to need some more lime here. But we'll finish off with what we do have, which is there. I'll race the traffic over here. I'll sneak out just before this UPS van. Well, it's not really a UPS van, but it does look like one. Nope, I don't have my beacons on. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot because I just saw the game shutter there for a second. Kind of forgot. It's the first time I've been on the map since the update. But seems like all the shaders must have loaded when I logged in, or when I played New Hope the other day, they must have loaded in because I have not noticed anything until then. Alright, so we'll get this down, the rest of this down, and check on the animals, make sure they're all good. Oh yeah, I was thinking about it when I was planting, but I need to check on the grain mill. Do I have things running, or yes, I do have things running that should not be running at this point. So we're completely out. No more flour. The bakery still has 38,000 liters of flour to process, so they should have enough to get it through until we harvest again and start making more flour. So I don't think the bakery is going to come to a standstill at any time. It did not last year, so in theory it should not this year either. At least I don't think. I mean, it'll be close. Obviously, this upcoming, well, when we get to next season, with field number 25 and all that sorghum, we'll never run out of flour at that point. Alright, so somewhere in here is where we ended. Alright, let's pick it back up. And I'll be done here in just about a minute or two. And just like that, this grass field is all limed up. Next month, fertilizer. And again, gotta wait for the grass to regrow before I put the fertilizer on it, because it needs to know that it's grass that's growing there. Right now, it would just registered as a plain old field with harvested grass, so it's not going to put down the right amount of fertilizer. You know how many times I've run into that guardrail coming up that grass field because I forget it's there and it's kind of hidden by the bushes when you're coming up over the top of the hill? Anyone else doing that if they're using that field at all? I do it quite often. Haven't done it yet today, but today's not over. I do love the layout of this farmyard. I know a lot of people said, you know, we don't need as many sheds, sell them to get some money, which is a good idea. But then I think it would just take away the feel the farmyard has. And I know I said it before, but I think there's more sheds here than I probably will ever use. But yeah, I would like to have all these shed spaces tied up. But the more I walk around, the more I start to realize there's more shed space over here. I kind of forgot there's spots over here as well and all that kind of thing. The one thing I want to look at, because I forgot, what's on sale? Well, some stuff, but not stuff that we need. So just to get a rough idea, I want to go down to combines. So the combine we have, it should be this one right here. That is 258 horsepower. If we jump it up to, what was the next one up at the Lexion? 507. So maybe like this, the New Holland CH770 would be a good bump up. That's almost 120 horsepower. You think that would be enough? I don't think these would be enough horsepower to bump it up. It is like a 50% increase in horsepower. Yeah, so I'm thinking like the New Holland or the Case Axial Flow is probably what we got to get up to. There's always this. I have not used this before. I mean, it's a great price. I'm just kind of curious if I put the 400 horsepower engine into it. It only costs $104,000, which is basically I could sell the combine I have and buy this new. Although, I don't know. Don't know if I would want to do that. Oh, wow, that's a yellow. But it is something to think about, something I could do. I mean, I could sell our combine and lease that one and use it and make the harvest a little bit better, but one step at a time. But it's good to plan ahead a little bit to have our options. I do have some sheep that are worth 1,000, so let's go up and we will sell them. No, can't visit when you're on that icon. You got to be on that icon, then we can visit. And yeah, their meadow grass has grown back, which is good. And then for going out, we got you guys, and there's 5 of you, so we'll sell them. And goats. Actually, I didn't think we had that many goats giving us milk, but I think all of them are mature enough. They are. So all the goats we have are giving us milk. So I think we're maxed out on that. Although when I sell some sheep, I'm not sure whose reproduction is faster. I'm not sure where the other 5 are going to come from. Probably going to be sheep. Looks like we keep getting the sheep reproducing over the goats. Because now we have 5 open spaces. So it could be goats, it could be sheep. I don't know. And I did not want the flashlight, so we'll get rid of the flashlight. How much do you guys have up here for material? I think that's good for another day. But then it'll be full. I want to leave our tractor down there because I want to move those silage bales. So, yeah, I think we are all set. All of our fields are taken care of. All of our production buildings are doing what they do. Is there anything I should be selling this month? I'm pretty sure I sold everything. I got a good amount of goat cheese already again, which is interesting. I got 7,000 liters of goat cheese. All right, and of course bread is that's got to wait. So yeah, I think we're all set. So let's go back on home. And yeah, let's get into the month of May. Well, if I forgot to do anything, it's kind of late now. So we got to check on the sorghum field, make sure that there's no weeds into it. And then we got to fertilize our grass fields. Ooh, I actually woke up and I still have positive money in the bank account, which is nice to see. I thought that loan was going to chew into that more than that, but it's all good. Got our running shoes on, so we're just going to come over here. I don't see any weeds in the sorghum field, so it looks good. We just want to confirm it. Actually, it does say weeds small. I got a weed there. How many weeds have we got here? Let's check. Okay, so I got a good amount of weeds there, so I need to take care of that. All right, so we'll come back to that in a moment. All right, let's jump into, I think it's right here. I think I set it up. Our same virtuous tractor. And yes, I need some fertilizer. But I don't need to buy any because we got all that fertilizer left over from the seed drill. So let's go grab that. And yeah, these bales are probably going to be like 75% done. 87% done. All right. Let's go fill this up with fertilizer and take care of our grass fields. While that's filling up, check the sale page, and well, the trailer and header is still there, so nothing new. I mean, I might almost be tempted though if one of those harvesters came up for sale. I would almost be tempted, like, okay, we'll sell their combine. How much am I short, and be able to buy it, and then take out a loan to be able to afford it. I know I just said I don't want to take out another loan, but it could come to that. Then we always play the game of what are the odds the thing that you're looking for comes up for sale. I've had some pretty good luck in FS22, FS25. Needing some things and the exact thing I'm looking for comes up for sale at the right time. I've had that kind of luck. A little light in the front. Well, one way to get it lighter in the back is to use up the fertilizer that's there. So with patch 1.13, was it, that came out? Well, as you're seeing this, probably almost a week ago. I did not read the patch notes, but there was an update to precision farming, so I'm not sure what that did to how it spreads fertilizer, although it looks like it didn't change it too much. I do got the realistic spreading on, meaning the further you get from the implement, the less it actually applies. So that's why you're not going to get a good solid color. But if I took our See and Spot weed sprayer and put the pulsating module on and fertilize our fields that way, it would spread the fertilizer nice and even, and we probably get a lot better harvest. Well, I shouldn't say a lot better. It'd be better, but not a lot better. But the thing is, that would be kind of expensive. So maybe I'll do something like that in the future. I've only used the pulsating sprayer once for putting down fertilizer. I did that on Dark Forest in the live streams, and it just looked awfully weird when it did it. I mean, it worked, but it just looked weird on how it sprayed the fertilizer on the ground. Maybe one day when Uncle Walter's farm is rolling in the cash, we'll do something like that. Again, I have a lot of plans of what I would like to still do here on Chambergo. It's just that right now we're kind of in the building up stage. In the first 6 years we have built up, we bought, I think we only started with 2 fields, right? I think you start with 2 fields. So I bought 1, 2, 3, 4 fields. I think I bought 4 fields so far. And upgraded some of the equipment that Uncle Walter had here. Not sure he was too pleased about me upgrading some of the stuff, but if I was using the original equipment that came on the farm, it'd be a little bit slower than what it is now, taking care of some things. We have kept some things. I think this the spreader is one of them, and of course the same Virtus tractor and the Crystallizer tractor we have kept, and I plan on keeping those. I just want to add to the fleet. I think I got one little spot right here. All right, now to the hilly one. I think at some point I will buy this field right here. I tend to drive, I don't drive through it, but I drive alongside it to help get me to my other grass field. Tram lines would go. I think they actually got peas in that field this year. And the last little section in this field should yield pretty good come July. And we should get our 14 bales like we always do off both fields. There we go. Alright, turn off the mini-map. So we'll drop off the fertilizer spreader and we'll go pick up the See and Spot weed sprayer. Which is kind of interesting that field has weeds. I just assumed, well, it's not going to have weeds because it didn't have weeds in it when I planted. And the reason why I find it odd, because as you have seen and probably even recognize yourself when you play, if you do precision farming, after you harvest, the weeds grow right back the next month. So when I bought the field and had no weeds in it, I'm thinking, okay, so they must have, like I said, cultivated it, subsoiled it, or whatever. So that's why the weeds didn't grow back. Well, all I know is that at this point is our field has weeds in it, and we need to get rid of them. Actually, let me go ahead and grab... No, I'll use this tractor. That tractor there, yeah, I'm going to need that for the bales. And I should have enough herbicide in here because last episode I needed to reset it twice. And I just wanted to reload it, not reset it. Because that deleted all the herbicide it had in there. I don't know how much was in there, but it didn't end up costing me too much, I don't think. Alrighty, turn that on. I'm actually going to set the cruise control. They didn't happen to add... No, so we can't... It's kind of weird that they'll allow us to see the pH value, the nitrogen value on the mini-map when we have those particular implements on. But when it comes to weeds, we cannot see it, even though our machine can see where the weeds are to spray only where the weeds are. Well, I guess the good thing I just thought about also, having weeds in the field is kind of a good thing because it will help my environmental score on the field itself. Because we're seeing spotting the weeds. We're spotting and spraying the weeds. But this shouldn't take us too long to do anyways. Especially with this, I think this is a 32 meter wide sprayer. Looks like we got a lot of weeds in the field though. You can see how often it's spraying. Well, I thought about doing a time lapse here, but I think we did enough, or you saw enough weed spraying last episode, so I'm probably just going to just do a jump cut here and I'll bring it back when I'm almost finished. Well, I think I'm just about done. Yeah, I probably should have used GPS for this. I've said that many times before. Yeah, it's just kind of hard to see the weeds in sorghum. And especially the way the sunlight's hitting the field, it's made it a little difficult. But, like I said, I think I'm done. Let's see how we did here. Let's get the map up. And tiny little spots here and here. And looks like a little spot there. But overall, that is going to be good. What's my environmental score doing? Because I know some of my fields are not the best. So this field's doing pretty good, as best as it can be until we harvest it for the first time. As we can see, nitrogen and pH value. 98, 88. Why is that field? That field was fertilized. I don't know why that's not showing that it wasn't last time, but so be it. Oh, this one's not fertilized, and this one is just, wow. My grass fields are terrible. But I think that was because I mismanaged those last November when I cut the grass. And I kind of went through winter forgetting to take care of them, so that's on me there. But as for the other field, right over there, that scored an 88, not showing it had... Well, it's at 50-50. So I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know. Let's bring this back. Oh, fold it up. Let's not knock down any signs. I don't want the town coming after me. Because I did not... or I did knock down another sign. Alright, probably going to have to speed up time here, because the only thing I really got to do today is sell the silage bales. We're just waiting on them. And I was actually thinking that when I sell these silage bales, maybe I'll check out the loan. I think I'll have enough money to pay back the entire loan. I mean, it's not a whole much left on it. Probably like $30,000. But if I can just get rid of the loan, and that way it's over and done with. I know, like I said, it's only a few more months, but still, if we get rid of it, be even better. So what do I owe on that? Oh, a lot less than I thought. $19,000 on it. So I think when we sell these silage bales, we'll pay off the rest of our loan, and that way we don't have to worry about it. Although, like I said, you never know. I might be taking another one in the near future if a harvester comes up for sale that we're looking for. Now, if it, like I said, if the CR11 or Axial Flow 11 comes up for sale, the ones that cost $750,000, I'm not buying those. I mean, at least not now. But we're just looking for the smaller or next step upgrade. That's all I really want. If one of those come up for sale, then we'll have to jump at it. Alright, let's grab the front loader first. And yeah, I'll put my beacons on for this because I'm going to be in the road quite a bit here. Oh, come on. Nope, you were there a second ago. There we go, we got you. We got you. And now the weight with the trailer. Alright, now we'll go pick up the bales. I mean, they're all in the fields, that's all I know, but I forgot how many. I think there's 13. So there might be 6 here. And 7 in the other one? Oh, let me slow down time. No more space up at the sheep and goats. So I'll have to get up there and take care of that. You did not check to see if these are fermented, but they should be by now. And they are. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'll pick up those 2 later on because I'll be headed back this way. I don't want to go downhill. Since I'm already up the hill, we're going to cut across and go to the other grass field and grab those. Oh, I almost ran into that guardrail as I mentioned earlier. Well, the episode's not over yet. You can still do it. Not on purpose, though. So yeah, should be 13 bales in total. That'd be 7. Number 8. Number 9. Should be 2 more here, and there is. And there's 2 more in the other field, so that gets us back up to 13. Perfect. Yeah, so only $20,000 have to pay off that loan, so we'll do that. I mean, we are going to save ourselves a little bit of money on the interest. But we're only probably talking about a couple $100. But it's one of those things off our back that I don't have to keep thinking about is the loan. Like, oh yeah, every month we got to pay $9,000. Make sure that I got them all. Alright, use the momentum as going downhill. Alright, then just cut right across here. And then off to the farmer's market. Nice field of canola right here, blooming. So, yep, 13 bales. Yeah, it should be about 50,000, maybe 52,000 we should get for this. So we should be at 53, 54,000 after it's all said and done. Okay, let me go ahead and turn that off. There we go, make sure they're strapped in. That way when I go over the sell point, they will sell. Well, it was pretty darn close. All right, let's go ahead and special redemption. So $18,923. All right, so the loan will be completely disappeared. It says one more payment, but yeah, it's all gone. That leaves me with $34,000 in the bank account, which is not too bad. So at least when I sleep tonight, the only thing I'll be paying is production cost overnight and any land fees that I have. But next thing I'm going to do is, let me go ahead and check. It is May. Should I be selling the fabric? What do we got for fabric? 4867, 8400, 8900. It's only a pallet, so I mean it's 8,000. Well, it wouldn't be 8,000 because I'm only going to be selling one pallet, so it'd be like 4,000 something. So I think I'll just let it go until next year. If like I said, if I come up short by 8,000 on buying something, I'll probably take out the $8,000 loan to be able to get it. But anywho, I'm going to head up to the sheep and goat pen. I am going to go ahead and take care of those pallets. And yeah, next time we should be getting right into harvest time. Because, yeah, July is for the grass field. And we should be able to do the wheat and the oats. And maybe the barley should come first, I think. So maybe barley and wheat. That might be in August. So at least cutting some grass and maybe some harvesting. And see how we go from there. But we don't owe the bank anything. I don't have anything leased. So the money we have is ours. It's good to go. And we'll have to keep our eye on the sale page and see if we get lucky. If we get lucky enough, then who knows. But we'll take it from there. Anyways, that's what we're going to wrap up for today. If you're still here and you haven't done so yet, you want to help me out a little bit more, hitting the thumbs up button does more than you know. Thumbs down button's there as well. And also, if you're new here, maybe subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more content like this. But that's going to wrap it up for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Chambergo. But until then, have a good one.